but he's not an undefeated person. He's taken all these L's. He's done all this, but he's still a top caliber person.
I'm not arguing that he's not a top.
But that's why I think that's why I
don't
like
make him like you must accept Roman Reigns. That's what you're forcing it on. It's like the more the WWE universe rebels against Roman Reigns,
if he's winning,
the more Vince is pushing.
But if he's winning the matches, I mean, now I will say this: when he had that match, Royal Rumble this past year, when he had his match, and then they made Roman Reigns the 30th man in the Royal Rumble,
that was not right.
I didn't like that. I truly didn't.
You look at that. That's
I was
an example of many.
But you know what? I honestly felt like they played to the audience reaction with that, because Randy Orton was kind of, at that time, Randy Orton was like in between, like the people who was there before Roman Reigns. It was like we could care either way, but everybody hated Roman Reigns so much that when Randy Orton threw Roman Reigns out, he got the celebration that he should have gotten without him. He wouldn't have got that big of an elation if he didn't throw out Roman Reigns, because it was more of people cheering that he eliminated Roman Reigns than Randy Orton getting the title shot. Right.
True.
So
I'll give you that. But I didn't agree with that. I mean,
yeah, I didn't agree with him coming in.
It's just like they do everything.
They do push him. Like what?
They push him extra hard.
I can honestly say the wool was covered over my eyes on how much they push Roman Reigns until I saw that Royal Rumble. I was like, wow, they really do put him in everything.
If they let him win this Royal Rumble, this is BS. Like but. It's just like I just feel like they should have more respect for a 16-time champion than to just throw him in a 5-week thing with no bill. And what were they fighting for? I mean, I know they said the egos versus egos.
That's it.
Roman Reigns' ego will never equal John Cena.
Oh, of course not.
John Cena's a 16-time champion. So
we got to let him grow. We just got to let him grow.
I mean, it's like maybe the past versus the present or the future,
all of it
or whatever. I can see it being built off that, but you didn't build it off anything. Yeah. John Cena just shows up on Raw. I want Roman Reigns. They did have some good spots. Like I said, the build for the match was good.
Right.
But like I said, like we knew the match wasn't going to be an epic match.
Yeah.
Because
hold on now,
AJ Styles.
I liked it.
Always takes somebody else who has great ring talent to push Roman Reigns to a great match.
I like this match.
Push John Cena to a great match. These two guys can't put on a great match, so it's just a bunch of finishers back and forth, kick out, and that's the end of the match.
I like this match.
I didn't like it. I didn't
so,
like it.
let me, alright, before we go into it,
not like it.
let me just hit a little bit of highlights.
I did not like it.
Like I said before we went on this rant, he caught Roman Reigns in a crossbody into the AA, and of course Roman Reigns kicked out. But once again, Roman Reigns he looks bigger than everybody right now just by his his in-ring presence. So then he does the AA, the Avalanche AA as he call it, just doing a finisher off the top rope, and he still kicks out. But then they went outside. John Cena started hyping people up, like, you want me to do this on the table? And then, of course, he didn't do it. Roman Reigns reversed it, got off him, and then speared him through the table.
Which, on his neck.
I was going to say that, which looked very dangerous, too.
So, necks.
Yeah, I know. Everybody trying to hurt their necks, bro. It was really bad.
Neck and teeth.
So, neck and teeth. That was the highlight of No Mercy, neck and teeth.
Yeah.
So, then he comes into they go into the ring. John Cena comes, he starts building momentum again. He hits him with the AA, does his roll up to hit him with the second AA that he used to defeat AJ Styles back at SmackDown on that pay-per-view that I can't remember the name of. But, but Roman Reigns kicked out.
He tied Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, to win it. That is right. Mm-hmm. So, then right after he won it, after he kicked out, John Cena was about to look like he was about to do another finisher. Roman Reigns comes out of nowhere with a Superman punch. Out of nowhere! And then he hits him with the spear, his second spear.
And you know how I know it was a bogus match? John Cena didn't feel good about it. Because usually when you pin somebody, they'll lift their leg up for you.
Yeah.
It was just Reigns was just holding his leg. And he did the little 3 count. And at the end, Cena kind of extended his leg up at the end. Like, it was like Cena was like, I'm just doing this because...
No, he was selling
this
it.
Is what
he was out. He was out. He was selling
Usually when somebody, like, anytime you see somebody else put somebody over, they'll extend their leg.
Let her do the full count.
Pull your leg back and pin you like, hey, I beat this guy. But John Cena was just like...
No, they were supposed to be both tired. I mean, look, man, going by the match.
Tired from what?
Four,
he didn't wrestle. That wasn't a wrestling match.
4 AAs?
That's all it was.
So why do you not think Roman Reigns is going to be tired if he hits 4 AAs on him? So once he spears, all he has is the energy to just lay on top of it.
You got energy to jump up and do a Superman.
That was his second win. Once he hit the spear, he was out.
This is a horrible.
But let me tell you, he thinks it's a horrible match. I love the match, but going on the whole build about.
I watched it 3 times.
And you didn't?
I didn't. I literally, after I finished it, I rewind it back, watched it again.
Oh, that hurts.
Wind it back, watched it again. And it was just like...
That hurts.
Yep, still feel the same.
Oh, my gosh. But after the match, they gave John Cena the standing ovation. It was almost like he was retiring. That's what it felt like. He sat in the ring for a long time. They did all the chants. He did a slow walk off. Kind of Undertaker reminiscent.
Because he didn't feel good about it. It's like, I honestly just put this... worthless.
Oh man,
talent.
come on! Look,
we did all this, and I'm going to look back at this 5 years from now and say it didn't matter. Look. And I'm going to have this loss on my record to somebody that Vince wants to sell.
D, no man.
And it's just like, I think they have to fight again. But even if they fight again, I'm not going to care because first off, there was really no true build to this match, and then now Cena's going to be going to probably Royal Rumble season. And
before I say what I was about to say, I think Roman Reigns is gonna be John Cena's 17th title win. That's gonna be like the get back for him. Like,
I don't know, Vince might not go for that.
I mean, I think, but they pretty much.
I can't lie to do that, John.
Look, they pretty much solidified John as the GOAT as much as the commentator. That's what I'm saying.
But it's got to be against somebody big.
It's going to be Roman. It's going to be Roman. It's going to be Roman.
Because you've already let Roman retire.
But see,
and then you're going to let him be the person to take the pin. That's still making history for Roman Reigns, though. Like, I was the guy John Cena beat to get.
No, because he's going to get his rematch, and then Roman Reigns is going to get it back, and then John Cena can fully be done for a long time. Because
but after he wins the 17th title,
Roman Reigns is going to have his rematch clause, and he's going to win it back at the next pay-per-view, and then then John Cena can go back to Hollywood. But what I wanted to say is, you know how when Roman Reigns is starting to set up for his spear, and he does the little ooh, I literally thought that's what all the crowd was doing. Like, whenever everybody was booing him when he come out, I just thought they were doing that. Like, I told my friend about it. He watches Raw all the time. He was like, "Bro, they were booing him." I was like, "No, bro, they're doing the ooh."
No, they're booing him.
Oh
man,
man,
literally booing him. Like, and it's just like he comes out with that chip on his shoulder, knowing like, "Hey,
yeah, he knows they hate him."
Vince won't. So whatever y'all feel, y'all can feel how y'all want to feel.
Yeah, I'm the golden boy.
I'm the man around here, But it's just like. It's like I've never seen them force someone on us so much. And it's just like, we know where this is leading. I mean, it's going to be Brock and Reigns at WrestleMania next year.
Yep.
And it's sad, and I'm sure we'll get into that later on, but I'll save my thoughts for that.
Okay.
But at this point, I just want to know, what is Monday Night Raw going to do until it's Mania season? Because there's not going to be an active championship on the show. You
know what? That reminds me. This is what I wanted to say. Because after this match, or sooner or later, based off of this match, Roman's win, The Miz went to Kurt Angle to address that he wanted to interview, Roman Reigns on Miz TV without going into Raw. I did see that much of it. Mm-hmm. But most times when The Miz interviews somebody, he's going to disrespect them, which always leads to a fight.
That's going to happen.
So, here's the thing. Now, watch where I'm going with this. Like Stephen A. Smith say, watch where I'm going with this. I'm going somewhere with this. Now, of course, he's going to disrespect Roman Reigns. It's going to lead to a fight. Guess what? The Miz has? An Intercontinental Championship.
That's just to put another belt on Roman.
But look,
that's to help.
But here's the thing.
It's all part of the plot.
Listen.
In one calendar year, Roman Reigns retired the Undertaker. He beat John Cena. He did this with Braun Strowman. He won the Intercontinental Championship. And now he's going to WrestleMania to
Now, besides all that, but how can he look? How else is he going to beat the Miz against the Miztourage? In comes Dean and Seth.
And
Shield reunion.
The Shield back.
They have to.
That you need to bring the Shield back for a meaningful battle with a meaningful faction.
But
the Miztourage haven't been together that long.
They haven't.
They just threw together.
You're right.
Axel and Bo Dallas something to do.
You're right.
And I don't think you need to bring the Shield back. When you bring the Shield back, it need to be for something epic. Like I said, maybe against the Club, or like remember how they when they battled Evolution.
Right.
Like you need to battle some like another stable that's like.
I agree.
Not the Miztourage.
I agree. But the Miz and the Miztourage is the only 3-person faction.
You don't need to bring them back for that. You really don't. That is a waste of time.
It would be. I understand that. No, look, I understand that the Shield is way better caliber to even deal with the Miztourage. But if we're still in the process of pushing Roman Reigns, the only time the fans like Roman Reigns is when he was with the Shield. Input, the Miz and the Miztourage always beating up on Roman Reigns. In comes Seth and Dean Ambrose. Boom, the Shield reunion. Seth and Dean are the tag titles. Roman Reigns the Intercontinental. Everything's right with the world.
Balor, Gallows and Anderson versus the Shield.
And that could build too, because look, if they build that, we have 2 3-man factions, right? So now
take the Miztourage out of it, yeah.
But I'm saying the Miztourage is just going to be the stepping stone to bring them back. And then once they bring them back, we can be like, well, we were a 3-man club, the Finn Balor and the Gallows and Anderson. Be like, well, when we were in Japan, we were together. And when we did it, nobody could beat us. So if y'all really are as good as y'all say y'all was, y'all can beat us. In comes the Shield versus the Bullet Club. And now we have this 3-man faction I've been talking about, man. Believe in the hype. Hey, in the words of Roman Reigns via the Shield, believe that. Dun.
I do used to like how the Shield used to come through the crowd.
Exactly.
I just don't.
And they stopped that because the crowd
break them up, and then just to bring them back together. Like you got to have how the breakup was. You got to have an even bigger comeback.
That's true.
And not the Miztourage, really.
That's true. I mean,
and when you watch Raw,
look, I definitely
I don't know what they got going.
I definitely understand that the Miztourage is totally worthless, and if they really wanted to, they can make Reigns beat all 3 of them to get the title from Miz. But I'm just saying that my fantasy, and maybe because I still just want to see the Shield, that this is the perfect segue to at least bring them back together. Because the Miz, whether or not they're good enough of quality wrestlers, the Miz is enough of a trash talker to make people want to get together just to shit somebody up. So,
and then you look at how Ambrose already got animosity toward the Miz with their role.
Exactly.
And him and Seth hasn't really had a lot. They've had some dealings before, but not a lot. But I just don't see where Bo Dallas and Axel fits into this. Like
They don't fit in. So that's the only thing. Is this.
I just don't really like you get the WWE Universe hype for the Shield reunion,
and they'll be hype
against the Miztourage.
But they would be hype
if they're gonna come back and beat somebody. They need to beat a faction that's worth beating. Which we don't have a lot of factions anymore, but it's just like the only one I see that makes logical sense is the Bullet Club.
Right.
Finn Balor's not doing anything. Gallows and Anderson's not doing anything. But somehow make them feud.
But there's no reason for them to come together, right?
Get the belt off the Miz.
But there's no reason.
Let them feud over the Intercontinental Championship.
Who, Finn?
Finn and Roman. Yeah. And they feud, and then it's just like, okay, it gets really personal and stuff. And then
you know what, that could make
Gallows
sense.
And Anderson comes
Finn,
apart,
like it's a triple.
We got your back, Finn.
Right.
We help you take care of Roman. Then somehow Finn gets like the heel turn. Maybe it starts off as a 1-on-1.
Right.
And then somehow.
But I don't see a reason.
Like how they did with AJ Styles.
Right.
Remember how it was AJ Styles and Reigns at first.
Right.
And the club kept getting involved. And Balor's like the same type of person AJ Styles was like, man, I don't need y'all help. Like,
right.
We cool, but like just chill, let me and him feud. But then maybe the Bullet, like Gallows and Anderson, helps Balor win the Intercontinental Championship, and then the Shield sees that